Hello, everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural, and we have with us tonight our host, myself, James, James G, right here, and we also have our other host with us, Scott Latia, with My Paranormal Corner, and he's on right now. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for another week of Live Spirit Frequencies. Don't forget to check out the live chat by going to the link below in the description if you are on YouTube. That's LP chat. You can tune right in, talk to us live during the show. And we also have our upcoming show tomorrow night for Spirit Box Weekly. We'll be testing out the Heaven Box by Appy Droid. Be doing that for a couple weeks. And yeah, hopefully everything is streaming properly. Let me check that out. I do see, yeah, it looks like we're fine on YouTube. Should be fine on Ustream. If there's any issues, please let us know in the chat. As we can kind of visually see that as we're doing the show. If you haven't catched it yet, don't forget to check out our new series that we popped out. Scott and I are doing movie reviews. It's Did You See That? And we're doing paranormal reviews and regular movie reviews of some new, some old movies that maybe you might not have catched. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody for jumping on and tuning in. And we're going to show our findings from last week. And then after that, we're going to swing over to Scott.
Good evening, spirits. It's me, Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with the spirits that are currently here with me. Good evening, spirits. It's me, Scott. I mean no disrespect or harm. I'm just here to communicate with the spirits that are currently here with me. What's it like on the other side? What's it like on the other side? What did you do for a living? What did you do for a living? If you have a message for Dom, can you speak loud and clearly into the recorder? If you have a message for Dom, can you speak loud and clearly into the recorder? Can spirits travel from one place to the other instantaneously? Can spirits travel from one place to the other instantaneously? Can you tell me what location I am currently going to next in March? Can you tell me what location I am currently going to next in March? I'm going to end the EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to end the EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Now here's an interesting one for you. Do you believe in aliens or any other type of life?
James, I heard absolutely.
Now here's an interesting one for you. Do you believe in aliens or any other type of life?
James, I heard absolutely.
Now my next question to ask you is, how do you get around? Do you just appear place to place? Do you float around? Can you walk? Can you travel through computer? Lots of interesting questions like that.
Acknowledge that you heard them, because I believe I heard it say, "Did you hear us?"
Now my next question to ask you is, how do you get around? Do you just appear place to place? Do you float around? Can you walk? Can you travel through computer? Lots of interesting questions like that.
Acknowledge that you heard them, because I believe I heard it say, "Did you hear us?"
Did you ever have any pets? Dog, cat, hamster?
I believe it said I had a dog.
Yeah, it just came to my mind as well, actually. Did you ever have any pets? Dog, cat, hamster?
I believe it said I had a dog.
Yeah, it just came to my mind as well, actually. Now, where you are, how is it there? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is there air? Okay, good question. Are you capable of having dreams? Are you capable of having dreams? Can you give me a name of a place you visited? Can you give me a name of a place you visited?
All right, everybody, and those are our findings that we felt that we found from last week. They seem to be pretty strong for what we thought we had captured. And what we're going to do next is kind of what we've been doing as we've been going along. We are going to have Scott starting to do the spirit writing within the next week or two. But for tonight, we're going to have him go ahead and take over doing the birth session. So, James, I'm going to mute up if you want to mute up, and then we'll just have Scott on.
Not a problem. Done.
Thank you, Dom. Good evening, spirits. It's me, Scott. I figured I would do an EVP session with you here. How many spirits are currently here with me right now? If you are a male spirit, can you say your first and last name so we know who you are? If you are a female spirit and you want to make yourself known, can you please say your first and last name? Where did you travel from? What state? How do you know me, Dom, or James? Did you ever have a pet as a dog or a cat? What was your pet's name? How old are you? I had a dream earlier. Can you tell me what location I was dreaming about? Can you say the name of the one person that's at that location? Do you have a question for anybody in the chat room? If so, what's your question? What is your favorite color? As spirits, do you see us as energy? Are you attracted to certain people? And if so, how? Well, what I'm going to do now is end this EVP session. But before I do, if you have a message for anybody in the chat room or for me, Dom, or James, please speak now and be really loud and clear. Thank you, spirits. Ending EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you have headphones on, just so you guys are aware, please make sure you turn your volume down so it doesn't blow your ears out, because it could be loud. Good evening, spirits. It's me, Scott. I figured I would do an EVP session with you here. How many spirits are currently here with me right now? If you are a male spirit...
I heard 6.
How many spirits are currently here with me right now? I would do an EVP session with you here. How many spirits are currently here with me right now? If you are a male spirit, can you say your first and last name so we know who you are? If you are a female spirit and you want to make yourself known, can you please say your first and last name? Where did you travel from? What state? How do you know me, Dom, or James? Did you ever have a pet as a... Did you ever have a pet as a dog or a cat? What was your pet's name? How old are you? How old are you?
I believe I heard 46.
How old are you? I had a dream earlier. Can you tell me what location I was dreaming about? Can you say the name of... Can you say the name of the one person that's at that location? Do you have a question for... Do you have a question for... that's at that location? question for anybody in the chat room? If so, what's your question?
There's something right there.
Do you have a question for anybody in the chat room? If so, what's your question? What is your favorite color?
I believe I heard red.
That's spirits, do you see us as energy? Are you attracted to certain people? And if so, how? Certain people? And if so, how? Well, what I'm going to do now is end this EVP session, but before I do, if you have a message for anybody in the chat room, or for me, Dom, or James, please speak now and be really loud and clear. Thank you, spirits. Ending EVP session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Dom, that's everything I have. Going back to you.
All right. Yeah, I definitely heard some things in that. I thought, for the age, I thought I heard 46. I definitely thought I heard a name when you were asking about the location. I thought I heard a name actually when you asked what their name was earlier. All these things with what we do for each show is every Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever we decide on, we do a review. We go through the whole episode and see if we find any anomalies, find any different things that maybe we didn't capture or we didn't notice while we were live. Noted by numerous individuals that do the shows or do the live shows. I personally recommend it. I'm sure Scott recommends it as well. Always review the footage of what you're doing. Especially with this type of show, it's awesome with Scott, with James, doing the review, because maybe I missed something, they might hear something, so forth. And it kind of helps reinforce what you're hearing too. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. I'm going to start trying to do the spirit writing. Per suggestion of an individual, actually, I believe it was Ashley Nicole on our website for Upstate Supernatural. She sent a message and gave a suggestion that we don't even do a circle. We just hold the pen on the paper and see if the spirits can manipulate it. So I'd like to give a shout out for her. James, I'm actually going to switch to you real quick if you want to give some shout outs just for people that are viewing the show. You might be muted right now, just to let you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure. Let's see here. I'd like to give shout outs to Live Paranormal, Nikki, Jenna, Doppel, and you two. Welcome to the show and hope you enjoy. Back to you, Dom.
And anybody, if you are watching this on YouTube or watching this through Paraglobal, watching this through Live Paranormal, through Ustream, you can catch us on the chat live during the show by going to LPTV chat, by going to liveparanormal.com. It is a free service to sign up for Live Paranormal. And there is a multitude of different radio shows, and there's more LPTV shows coming. So don't forget to check out liveparanormal.com. And you can also check out other links of Live Paranormal on Live Paranormal's YouTube, which you can find that actually right through Upstate Supernatural or through Nikki Paranormal. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the spirit writing. And I may, I'm going to mute you guys real quick so it's just audio in here. So I can't hear them at all, actually. They can hear me, but I can't hear them. Alrighty. So I'm just going to hold this kind of like this. Any spirits within communication, if you are able to try to manipulate this pen, manipulate my hand to try to write your name, or to write anything in general, please feel free. My name is Dominic. I come in peace. I come in love. I mean, no disrespect. I come with curiosity and trying to learn. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of rest my hand, 2 fingers, kind of like that. If it's possible, we always ask what your name is, which is important. If it's possible, could you just show a sign or acknowledgement that you're here? I don't need your name. I prefer to get to know you on a first name basis, but all things take time. Can you show me an image or show me a name in my mind or like, you know, feel free to use my hand if you like. Are you right-handed? And I may actually, I think this week, I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to rest my hand on here. I'm not going to do the circle thing. But we may work on doing like a pendulum type thing, having the pen on a string pointed down to the paper. Do you know me personally? And any spirits or any entities within communication, feel free to try to communicate. Be happy to try to listen and hear you. This is a new method I'm trying to communicate with you. All right. Tried that for a few minutes. Let's try the circle thing. Spirits within communication. You are more than welcome to try to communicate. You're more than welcome to try to say anything you need to say. What brings you this way? I am not afraid of you. Should I be? Hello? I'm having a hard time trying to hear you if you are talking, just to let you know. Try to speak as loud and as slow as you possibly can. I believe I heard you. It was very faint though. Could you please try to repeat that? Did you say you didn't say something? What is the name that you know me by? Alrighty. I'm not really hearing much of anything. I'm turning you guys back on. Scott and James, you guys there? Hello? You guys muted? Let me... You guys there?
You hear us?
Oh, okay. There we go. Had to turn you guys back on. Okay, I'm going to try something that's never been done, as far as I know, within the field. Okay. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this room empty. Scott, I'm going to have you muted.
Okay.
So leave yourself muted, but have your voice recorder out. If possible, maybe open up your headset so that the voice recorder can hear what James is asking. But basically, I'm going to leave the room blank, have James ask the questions, have you with your voice recorder, because we're all in different areas. James is in Canada, I'm in New York, you're in Arizona. I want to see if there's any relevance for what's happening in the room, for what's happening with James's questions, and which is happening on your voice recorder. So you, I would just leave the voice recorder there. You don't need to ask any questions. Just set it there and have James going right through your headset. And James, I'm going to have you go ahead and ask the questions. I'm going to turn off the lights. And I'm gonna have a grid in the room, and let's see what happens. So just give me 1 second to switch over. James, I'm gonna go to you. Just give a shout out for where people can check out to do the chat and so forth. You're on right now, by the way.
Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, for anybody interested in coming into our chat, we're on liveparanormal.com. Now, you all set up there, Scott? Okay. The first thing I'd like to ask, is there it? Okay. It's not ready yet.
My phone just went on weird stuff. That was kind of odd. Alrighty. Alright, I should be black.
Now the thing is, Dom, um, are you going to be showing your room or
Yes.
okay?
So I'm gonna be. You'll be able to see my room, but I have a grid on me. So as you can see right now, everybody, there's a grid right here. Visually, you can see that there's a grid. I'm gonna leave my mic on, and we're gonna go ahead and starting now. James, go ahead. You ask questions. Scott, go ahead. Just do the voice record. Afterwards, we'll play it back and see what we find.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. That's nice. Okay then. What I'd like.
About 5 minutes.
Okay. Just say when you're ready, Dom.
Go right ahead now.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to ask a few questions there. First thing I'd like to know, what was your favorite ice cream growing up? Um, I see myself. I have 2 labs and a cat. I love animals. I'm curious. Did you have any dogs, cats, or any other pets at all? What was your favorite hobby growing up or till now? To whomever I'm talking to, trying to communicate with, do you know me or do you know Scott? Do you know Dom? Now, like Dom was saying, I'm from Canada, um, and Scott and Dom are from United States. Where are you from? Now, would you happen to be a boy or a girl? Earlier, I'm asking because earlier I was picking up a little girl when Scott and I were doing a ghost box session or shack hack session. Could you tell me what day of the week it is? Well, let's see how up to times here. Could you tell us, I think I asked this last week, but could you tell us who the Prime Minister is right now or who the President is in the United States? Do you have any relatives that you can remember? Can you tell us what your name is?
Alrighty, I am back. You can go ahead and stop the recording. And let's see what we captured. I'm gonna give me 1 second to switch back. So I have light. Turn this thing off. There we go. Alright, and I am back in the room. And Scott, let's go to you and have you play back the recording.
Okay, thank you, Dom.
And just so everybody knows, this could be very loud. So.
Oh, yes, I apologize. Make sure you guys, just so you know, that the recording is very, very loud, so make sure you have your headsets turned down and then gradually increase it to where it's at your perfect level.
Just say when you're ready.
Go right ahead now.
Okay. I'd like to ask a few questions. First thing I'd like to know, what was your favorite ice cream growing up? Favorite ice cream growing up? What was your favorite ice cream growing up? See, myself, I have 2 labs and a cat. I love animals. I'm curious, did you have any dogs, cats, or any other pets at all? What was your favorite hobby growing up or till now?
I actually thought I heard something else. It sounded like a whisper.
Dude, whomever I'm talking to, trying to communicate with, do you know whomever I'm talking to, trying to communicate with, do you whomever I'm talking to, trying to communicate with, do you know me or do you know Scott? Do you know Dom?
There's something right there.
That might be me opening the door.
Now, when you happen to be a lawyer, girl, earlier, I'm asking because earlier I was picking up a little girl, Scott and I were doing a ghost box session, or shack hack session.
Oh, it wasn't me opening the door. Because I immediately after I did.
Tell me what day of the week it is.
Wednesday. That's clear.
Can you tell me what day of the week it is? Day of the week it is? See how up to times here. Can you tell us, I think I asked this last week, but can you tell us who the Prime Minister is right now or who the President is in the United States?
I just heard it. Rewind it if you would.
Do you have any relatives that you can remember? Do you have any relatives that you can remember? Relatives that you can remember? Can you tell us what your name is? What your name is? Alright, I am back. You can button to stop the recording.
All right, Dom, that's everything. Back to you.
Yeah, I believe I heard a name. I believe I heard Francis or Francesco with the name. But again, it could have been an audio anomaly of when I was kind of coming up and the creaks in the floor of the door and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I figured maybe that would be an interesting thing to try out. Never really tried that in the mannerism that we did it. Typically at a location, you put your grid pen out and you ask questions and so forth. But I figured with James in Canada, with me in New York, and with you in Arizona, it'd be an interesting thing to try. But thank you everybody for tuning in with Live Spirit Frequencies. You can check out another episode next Thursday. And don't forget to check out liveparanormal.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Upstate Supernatural. Don't forget to subscribe to Live Paranormal. And don't forget to subscribe to My Paranormal Corner, which is with Scott Latia. It's an excellent channel and an excellent website, the same as Live Paranormal. My Paranormal Corner kind of showcases a bunch of different paranormal groups. Live Paranormal hosts numerous radio shows and events throughout the year. So keep posted. Everybody have a beautiful night. Thanks for tuning in. And if the dead are talking, if the spirits are here, maybe it's time we start to listen.
Have a wonderful night, everybody.